Here's a quick guide on how to use the TotalJobs CV search and search alerts. So you log into the TotalJobs and go to the CV database tab at the top. You've got a standard search or a targeted search. Targeted search is going to give you a lot more targeted results, as it suggests. In here you can either just put a search term or you can put a Boolean search term, which is where we put ands and ors, quotation marks and brackets, a bit like an equation, to make up a more specific search. So as an example, we can search for anyone with a CV with HGV and the word class and either a 1 or a capital I or a 2 or 2 capital I's. So that's going to look for anything with HGV class 1 or 2 in their CV. We can put an additional and on the end in a certain area, so I've just, for example, put Norfolk or Suffolk in brackets. So the whole search string is going to basically comprise of HGV drivers which have got a class of 1 or 2 in these formats, and they've got Norfolk or Suffolk within their CV. I can detail that a bit further by actually going and drilling into a postcode, but we'll just run it as it is for the moment. We've got an activity here, so you can see whether they get results, whether they've been active in the last day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, all the way up to 18 months, or everything since the dawn of time that's registered. Obviously, the more active they are on here, the more likely they may be to respond, so you might want to start with something fairly low, like 1 or 2 months, and then if you don't have any results with those, you can increase it up in time until you canvass those that you want to talk to. So for here we'll select 2 months and you simply click search. There's other options here you can choose, but it's going to refine those results a lot more. So we'll search just on this Boolean within 2 months and see what we get. So the results come in pretty quick. You've got 198 candidates to choose from. You can see that these are spread across the UK, and even though we did say that we wanted Norfolk or Suffolk, it just means that they've got Norfolk or Suffolk in their CV somewhere. Doesn't specifically mean that they're located in there. This guy is obviously in Manchester. So if you want to refine that further, like I said, you can put in a current location postcode. So we'll just put in NR1 for Norwich at the moment, and you'll see this candidate, so 198. If we redo that search, we'll drop down to a lot smaller number. So we've now got 44 candidates. These will be ones that are specifically located in the Norfolk area. We can, if we want to, put multiples in here, but we'll just stick with this for now. So we can scroll through the list. It will highlight those elements that it's found that we've been searching for in most of the cases, and you can see a brief synopsis of the person's name, their activity, positions they might have held, some details from their CV that it's going to give you as a preview. But this is not enough, obviously, to get in touch with them, but it gives you a little bit of information about them before you click this button, Unlock Candidate. The Unlock Candidate button, once you click that, is the point that you get charged by TotalJobs for viewing that CV, which is per button click. So if I was to unlock, it would charge me, and I would be able to see its full contact information, details, experience, and all his CV information. But before you click those buttons, obviously you can scroll through this list and look through the synopsises that you can view to glean whether they are likely to be a good fit for what you're looking for, and then choose to unlock them. i.e., are they in the right area at this point in time, and have they got some relevant skills and experience that you can see from the elements that you can view. Again, if you wanted to drill this down in more detail, we could go down further and say, right, if they've been active within the last 14 days, and then we would refine this search result down to a lot fewer candidates, and those that are probably or have been more active in the last 2 weeks. All that said, what you can do once you've run this once is you can save this search. So if you click Save Search, and we'll call this HGV drivers in Norfolk, and click Save, it will save it away so you don't have to rethink up your Boolean search over and over again. It's there when you want to refer back to it at any point. If you click the link View Saved Searches, it will show you all your previous searches. So from here you'll see we've got our recent searches listed, and then down the bottom we've got our saved searches. So I've got one saved search in my account, the one that we've just created, and you've got the option that says candidates by email, which is at the moment turned off. If I click on the manage button, I get an option to receive candidates via email. If I tick that, and I can select that every 2 hours or immediate, I will be emailed immediately. A candidate uploads their CV and it matches the criteria of our search. You can also add up to another 5 email addresses in here, separated by a semicolon. So if you've got other members of the team that you want to receive the alerts for this saved search, it will immediately email them within 50 seconds of the CV being updated or landing on TotalJobs. So we'd put in our address here, and if we had another one we could put in that next to it. Click the save button, and now if anything lands on TotalJobs that matches our search criteria, it will immediately email these 2 email addresses within 50 seconds of that CV landing on TotalJobs. If we want to go back to that at any point, you can just view the saved searches from the link, and if you want to turn off the candidates, you simply untick the box, click save, and you will no longer receive those notifications. When the email arrives, you have the option within the email similar to the option in here to view the candidate. Again, it will give you the synopsis in the email, and if you click the view candidate, unlock the candidate, you will be charged from TotalJobs fee to view the CV. So general rule is don't just go down this list and click unlock every candidate, because every time you're clicking that button there is a small charge. Choose the ones that do look relevant to you and that you think are likely suitable, or that you want to get in touch with about any roles you might have. You can add in additions in all of these: salary ranges, location, postcodes, and travel times and distances if they've got preferences, if you want to refine those searches further. I will send you a separate guide for the Boolean search strings so you can understand how to create these within the search bar.